He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but
it's
gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. It ain't nothing you gonna...
Crawford and Canelo's press conference turned into a full-blown war as both fighters tore into each other with no filter. Crawford came in hot, declaring Canelo has zero chance and those belts are coming home with him no matter what. He mocked Canelo's power, saying it won't mean anything when he's getting picked apart round by round. But Canelo snapped right back, warning Crawford that this ain't welterweight and he's stepping into deep waters. He promised a brutal beating that Crawford won't recover from. Their face-off was savage, no respect, no backing down, just pure venom. This isn't hype anymore, this is personal war.
And I know Turki is in your corner,
but
look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
As the internet buzzes with hype over the upcoming showdown, a surprising number of pros and fighters are backing Crawford to beat Canelo, and they've got solid reasons. From his unmatched ring IQ to his ability to adapt mid-fight, many believe Crawford's speed, timing, and precision will dismantle Canelo's power game. Despite the size gap, the boxing world knows Crawford isn't just moving up, he's coming to conquer.
Within Canelo performance he just had and them two just sizing up, I definitely got Terence all the way for sure.
Do you think he can stop him?
Yes, I actually think he can stop Canelo. A cumulative of punches, breaking up.
Teddy Atlas, one of boxing's most respected analysts, didn't hold back when breaking down Canelo versus Crawford. While he praised Canelo as a top-tier elite-level fighter, Atlas made it clear that there's something extraordinary about Crawford. He explained that the growing support for Crawford isn't disrespect to Canelo, it's recognition. Experts aren't blinded by names, they're seeing a fighter in Crawford who's operating on a completely different level. From timing to adaptability, Atlas believes Crawford's skill set goes beyond the norm, and that's why many in the boxing world are siding with him ahead of this historic clash.
I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants. He had the size, the power of Canelo. He's got the guy. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier.
Teddy Atlas highlighted the rare traits that set Crawford apart: his awareness, control, and icy calm under pressure. According to Atlas, Crawford's ability to stay emotionally detached in the chaos of a fight gives him a huge edge. While others panic, he sees every move with clarity and reacts faster than most. That emotional stillness, Atlas explained, is what lets Crawford operate on a different level, reading opponents, adjusting instantly, and dominating without ever losing his composure. It's what makes him truly dangerous.
The instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to
Teddy Atlas compared Crawford's inner toughness to legends like Sugar Ray Leonard, saying he can go to that dark, savage place when needed. It's not just talent, it's raw will, shaped by hunger and a hard past. Crawford's ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw gives him timing, angles, and adaptability, traits Canelo has struggled with. Former NFL star Antonio Gates backed Crawford too, praising his conditioning, focus, and momentum. For Gates, there's no doubt Crawford is the best and will prove it against Canelo.
Canelo. Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm gonna say Terence Crawford. Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer.
Bomac made it clear this fight is all about skill, and that's exactly what will decide the outcome. When asked what version of Canelo he's preparing for, he didn't hesitate. He's expecting the absolute best version of the Mexican superstar, the strongest and sharpest Canelo possible. But instead of being worried, Bomac sees that as the perfect challenge. If Canelo shows up at his peak, it only pushes Crawford to bring his highest level too. In Bomac's eyes, Crawford will respond with a flawless performance, mentally, physically, and technically. It's all about elite execution when the lights come on.
Skills pays the bills. What version of Canelo are you expecting? What version of Canelo are you expecting?
I'm expecting the best version, because if he bring the best version, that means Crawford's going to be on his AAA.
Bomac delivered the heat with zero hesitation. He made it clear that Team Crawford doesn't need any excuses to beat Canelo. No injuries, no complaints, no backup plans. They're not just confident, they're certain. When asked for a final prediction, Bomac didn't flinch. His response was as raw as it gets: they're coming to whoop Canelo's ass. No sugarcoating, no respect given. Bomac's words weren't hype, they were a direct warning. This isn't just another fight for them, it's personal, it's calculated, and they fully believe Canelo's about to get dismantled under the brightest lights. Crawford's camp isn't playing games, they're coming to dominate.
Because we don't need no excuses. We don't need no excuses to get this win.
All right, last one.
Yeah, just your prediction then for the fight.
I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Terence Crawford isn't stepping into the ring for a check. He's hunting legacy greatness and a place in history. Meanwhile, this clash is more than just titles or pride, it's a brutal war for dominance and respect. On the other hand, Canelo's raw power, granite chin, and championship experience make him a nightmare for anyone. But here's the twist. Crawford's razor-sharp timing, footwork, and tactical genius could completely flip the script. Moreover, this isn't just a super fight, it's a turning point that could reshape the entire super middleweight hierarchy. One misstep, one counter could shatter legacies. That raises the question, can Crawford outsmart the tank in front of him, or will Canelo crush the dream before it even begins? Now the pressure is on, and boxing may never look the same again.
Crawford still, in age, but he ain't took no punishment. He's cautious. He works hard throughout these years, so of course you're gonna, you gotta count that in the factor. But in his heart, and his mind, and his spirit, he's still youthful about boxing. He loves boxing, and this is one way to get him up. He's a challenge guy. He loves a challenge, and Canelo is the biggest challenge you can get.
Regis Progress stunned fans when he leaned toward Canelo Alvarez, but even he couldn't ignore the brilliance of Terence Crawford. Despite backing Canelo, Progress admitted something shocking. His own coach never rated Crawford, but he himself saw greatness early on. That quiet belief is now echoing louder as Crawford continues dominating every challenge in front of him. What's more, even some of Canelo's longtime supporters are beginning to hesitate, sensing that this fight could flip everything upside down. But here's the twist. This isn't just about belts or bragging rights. It's a full-blown war between two legacies. Can Crawford rise through the weight, shatter doubts, and dethrone the king? Or will Canelo remind the world why he's been boxing's top dog for years? The pressure is suffocating, and the world is watching, waiting for the explosion.
Canelo, but I think Crawford is he and I might change my mind again, but I don't know, man. Crawford is he is one of those special fighters. Canelo's a special fighter also, but Crawford just and I say this from a long time ago, man. When one of my coaches, I used to he never think that Crawford was that good. I say, listen, Crawford is really good.
Terence Crawford left fans stunned with his explosive interview, but beneath the surface, it reeked of desperation rather than confidence. Instead of waiting for the anticipated rematches with Spence or a clash with Charlo, Crawford obsessed over one name, Canelo Alvarez. After relentlessly chasing the fight for months, he finally secured it. But rather than showing respect, he came out swinging with aggression, lashing out at critics, and demanding recognition. However, the boxing world isn't convinced. Canelo is still seen as the undisputed king, the man who's ruled with dominance and legacy. No outburst or trash talk can rewrite history. Now the pressure is all on Crawford. The real test won't be in interviews, it'll be under the lights in the ring. That's exactly where he'll have to prove whether he's a true legend or just another loud contender trying to shake the throne. Diego Pacheco came out swinging, throwing direct heat at Team Canelo over the drug test controversy that's rocked the boxing world. He made it brutally clear once a fighter starts failing tests, especially under suspicious circumstances, all respect goes out the window. Pacheco didn't entertain excuses or so-called mix-ups. To him, this isn't just an error, it's a massive red flag. The timing, the substances, the silence from Canelo's side, it all smells rotten. Now, with doubt hanging heavy, the spotlight shifts from Canelo's achievements to his credibility. This isn't just about a failed test, it's about legacy, integrity, and whether the throne Canelo sits on is truly earned or artificially held. The boxing world isn't looking away, and the suspicion is only getting louder.
I don't respect that testing positive for things like that, but who knows what they got going on down there. Hopefully it was a mistake or something, but
As Terence Crawford climbs into higher weight divisions, the cracks are beginning to show and critics are circling like vultures. His once feared knockout power seems to have faded, no longer carrying the same venom it had at lower weights. That terrifying aura is gone, opponents are walking him down with zero hesitation, no longer afraid to take risks. His recent performances lack that explosive finish fans came to expect, and the stoppage streak is officially over. That's exactly why doubts are growing louder. Can Crawford still impose his will when the size, power, and pressure increase, or has he reached the ceiling of his dominance? The reality is, the bigger men aren't backing off, they're bullying forward. This shift raises brutal questions about whether Crawford is truly built for war at this level, or if he's simply outgunned when the weight gets heavier and the hits get harder.
Canelo's not very active, but he gets in your face, and he mentally presses you a lot by cutting off the ring, getting in your face. So I start to wonder if going up to super middleweight is going to be a bridge too far for Crawford. But hey, man.
As hype surges for the looming mega fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, boxing fans are locked in fierce debate. On one end, you have Crawford, undefeated, dangerously technical, and bold enough to jump multiple weight classes in pursuit of legacy. On the other, Canelo, the iron-jawed powerhouse with decades of elite experience and a resume few can match. The burning question is simple. Can Crawford's speed, footwork, and fight IQ slice through Canelo's brute strength and relentless pressure, or is he walking into a trap set by the master of timing and power? This clash isn't just a super fight, it's a generational moment that could redefine boxing's power structure. That raises the question, are we witnessing the rise of a new king or the reaffirmation of a reigning legend? If you're riding the hype train, drop your predictions in the comments. Who takes the crown? Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for all the explosive updates.